Breaking news tonight on Capitol Hill, Senate Republicans have rejected a plan to repeal the Affordable Care Act and delay it for 2 years to give them time to try to pass a replacement. 7 Republicans voted no today. Next up for the GOP is what is called a skinny repeal bill that would let lawmakers repeal parts of Obamacare that they don't like, including the individual mandate, and then leave it up to House and Senate negotiators to work out a final compromise, and then the two would have to pass that bill to send it on to the president. Now, the task of rounding up Republican votes on health care is being complicated by the president's attacks on a popular former senator, Attorney General Jeff Sessions. John Keller joins us now. And John, how problematic is this bullying of Jeff Sessions by the president?
Very problematic, Liam. I mean, politics is the art of personal persuasion and relationships. And at the very moment when the president most needs GOP senators to take a risky health care vote for him, he's chosen to needlessly alienate them by hanging Sessions out to dry.
I am disappointed in the Attorney General. He should not have recused himself.
Well, that was yesterday, hours before the Republican health care reform bill went down with 9 Republicans voting against it. And if you don't believe there was a connection, just listen to these comments today from top Senate leaders.
I think the Attorney General is doing a fine job, and I think he made the right decision to recuse himself from the Russia matter.
Jeff Sessions did, I think, what any ethical Attorney General would do under these circumstances, and I think they need to work it out.
I don't fully understand why the president has said what he said, but I think Jeff deserves better treatment.
He took an oath to the Constitution, not to the president, and I think the president needs to realize that he is not his lawyer.
And if the president wants to fire him, fire him.
You think the president is demonstrating weakness by his handling of Sessions?
Absolutely. I think anybody who's strong would use the power they have.
I think Jeff Sessions is doing a good job. And I think it would be incredibly disruptive and make it more difficult for the president to accomplish his agenda.
Especially in the midst of this health care fight that sounded from John Cornyn almost like a threat.
He's the #2 man in the Senate for the Republicans. You bet it's a threat. And there's more evidence this afternoon that this war on Sessions could be eroding what's left of the president's clout. You pointed out, Liam, 7 Republican senators voted to kill the straight repeal bill today, including 2 from Ohio and West Virginia, states that were big Trump states last fall. That does not bode well.
And we will see how this plays out on the skinny repeal. John Keller, thank you very much. Lisa, over to you. All right.